Hi everybody, today's the big day that we talk about nutrition and portion control, and I do want you to finish this video to the end because it is very important for the success of our challenge and for your success to get the best results by the end of this challenge. So I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. It's a lot of information, but it's interesting information. When I first watched this video myself from a different coach, I absolutely loved it. You might know most of the information, but it's good to hear it again and reiterate everything that we already know, but go like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so number one, most important thing about making a change in your life and health and physical and mental is to start eating clean. Now, that's not enough, okay? I used to eat clean all the time, but I wasn't getting anywhere because the second most important thing is portion control. And this is where a lot of people fail and seem to miss that connection because there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of diets out there, but this is what works because it's a balance of everything our bodies needs. We're not depriving our body from carbs or whatever other diets are out there. Like there's so many, I can't even name them because I've never really done them. My body needs carbs. Okay, so first thing I'm going to talk to you about are the rule of thumb. If you're out and about and you don't have your containers and you need to make decisions about what to eat, or simply you're fed up of using the containers, that would be me. I'm so done with the containers and I know by now what I need to eat and how much I need to eat. So first thing, when it comes to proteins and picking how much you should eat. So let's say you're at a wedding, at a party, at a barbecue, and you're trying to stay on track. Rule of thumb for proteins, take the palm of your hand and that's how much protein you should have. Some people have smaller palms, so kind of like make that decision. I mean, a little bit more is not a bad thing, right? But this is about how much you should be eating. When it comes to carbohydrates, the rule of thumb is it should be the size of your fist for a serving, okay? And the third most important aspect are the vegetables. Now, this is what I call the unlimited supply. Take your hands, spread your fingers around, and that's how many vegetables you can have. Because these are the good things that even if you overeat it, it won't affect you by much. So, when it comes to protein, carbs, and veggies, and I apologize about my handwriting, chicken scratch, when we're talking about protein, I am focusing more on white meats. So chicken, low sodium, turkey, cold cuts, can of tuna is a really quick one to do. Now, when you're talking about red meat, so let's say steak, I would maybe stick to once or twice a week for it, not more than that, okay? You want to focus on white meat, white protein. Carbohydrates, okay? Fruit, and whole wheat grains. Complex carbohydrates is what I want you guys to consume versus white rice and so on. So couscous, quinoa, fruit, sprouted green toast. And the reason why is complex carbohydrates have a slow release of energy. We need our carbohydrates in our bodies for energy. We use that as energy. And slow release means it will slowly release and we're going to use that energy. If you're eating just your regular carbs, white breads and white rice, it's a quick release of energy. Your insulin levels spike up and energy that is not used automatically becomes fat. So complex carbohydrates are important because of the slow release. You don't get that exhaustion and crash right away. And you're using it as you're moving throughout the day versus the quick release of energy and you only use this much and then the rest of it is just depositing as fat. Make sense? Vegetables, greens. So we're talking about broccoli, carrots, bok choy, one of my favorites, cauliflower, and so on. I did forget to mention too, in the carbs, starchy foods. So potato, sweet potato is what I'm focusing more because complex carbohydrates, squash, I love those. And when it comes to whole grains and starchy vegetables for carbs, I personally prefer to go to the starchy vegetables because it's more of a nutritional value to me. I get more nutrients from the starchy vegetable, which is a carb, versus the whole grains that you're using. Now, if you really want to eat white rice or pasta that's white, then I would say don't do it more than once or twice a week. Same like the red meats, okay? So basically this is the gist. This is here the perfect balance of macronutrients that you need during one meal. Now we do need to consume 5 to 6 meals a day. And this is kind of the ratio that balances everything out. Now, planning, meal prepping, figuring out what to eat can be overwhelming, and actually it can be pretty complex. So to make life a little bit easier, and I apologize, I'm flipping the pages because I can't find my notes because I don't want to miss anything. Everything is so important because we got to plan this to be successful. So like I was saying, meal planning can be really hard and completely debilitating, and it can make you give up because it's just you don't know where to start, and there's so many things out there. Rule of thumb for portions, now you know. Now when it comes to meal prepping, the number one thing is on the weekend when you prep, make sure that when you cook your meat, you cook 7 pieces of chicken, or maybe 5 pieces of chicken and 2 steak, whatever it is. In the summer, you can barbecue it all at the same time. Boil a whole bunch of eggs together. Make a whole batch of egg whites. Get your vegetables washed, put them in Tupperware, and grab and go. That makes it the easiest way to do. So just make it all in a batch, put it in containers, and then you can just grab and go, and you're set, okay? That's the easiest way I found for me. So cook those 7 pieces, and put them there. Now, I just wanted to touch 3 quick grab and go options. For example, because I want to give you guys like little small ideas of things you can do, are 2 eggs, an apple, and some carrots. So that would be one meal that you could do. Another quick one that you can do, it can be a can of tuna, half a sweet potato, and carrots. So as easy as that. Let's see here. I had 3 grab and go because there's so many things that you can do with snacks, right? Another healthy option, okay, it's not the one that I was thinking about, but would be half an avocado with peanut butter and low sodium turkey. You can have like as a protein, okay? So really great ideas to just quickly do it. I mean, for a challenge especially, it's really quick to do and everyone can stick to it. Now, remember how I said there we need to eat 5 times a day, 2 to 3 times, 5 to 6 times. The 6th one is a just-in-case snack. The just-in-case snack is if you've worked out, you've eaten all your meals, all your servings for the day, but you're still so hungry and you just can't sleep. And by the way, it's not good to go to sleep. You won't fall asleep because you're hungry. And secondly, your body, it sends a signal to your body, to your brain, that you're starving, and it starts storing things as fat. So you want to have a small snack that will curb that craving / hunger, I should say, and allow you to sleep, and then your body doesn't think it's in starving mode, right? Even though there's more than enough food, but some days we need a little more depending on where our minds and bodies have been that day. So a great idea would be an apple and carrots. An apple and almonds. So usually 10 to 11 almonds. That's a quick about 200 calorie snack, which is great before if you're starving, but just in case. I think I already told you this, but a teaspoon of peanut butter with half an avocado. That's It's a great snack. So you want to keep them low but healthy and good fats or good protein, okay? Another way to make it easier, because we don't spend our days in the kitchen all day cooking and prepping. I mean, we don't have that kind of time, and we really have a million other things. We have children, we have work, we have cleaning, we have so many other things that we deal in a day. So we want to have some meals that are easy to grab and go, that we're not prepping all the time. This is where Shakeology comes in place, and this is where Shakeology has been like my life savior too, because you can just grab your shake and that's a meal replacement. It's not a protein powder, it's a meal replacement. So Shakeology actually comes in this categories. It has the perfect protein to carb to vegetable ratio. It was created for this reason. It has a lot of vitamins, nutrients, pathogens, and so on that are great for you. But that right there, instead of sitting there and like thinking or making something, it's just grab and go. So for me, it's my snack at work or my breakfast on the go to going to work. And if you've been with me for a while, you'll notice that I have a lot of videos with that, because that's the quickest thing for me to do. So that's honestly one of my favorites, and it really is good. And I'm not trying to sell you on it, guys. I know you have it. I'm just telling you, it's been my life changer. So we're ordering now 2 bags a month because the kids use it too. Now there's one more point I want to cover with you guys, and I just want to make sure that I told you everything that I need to do. No, I think I've covered everything. Like I said, it might be a lot of food to cover, but this is the where convenience comes with Shakeology, or the quick snacks that I told you about, like 2 eggs, an apple, and some carrots. Quick meals that you can do and replace other types of meals that take a little bit more prepping. Okay. If you have any questions or concerns, please message me, email me. I hope that this video made it a little bit simpler and was a little more informative about portion control. Please follow these rules when you're out and about and you don't have your containers with you. And trust the process. If you follow it a suit, then you will get the results that you're looking for. And then don't forget the just in case meal. You should be done your last meal by 7 p.m., no later than 8. But if you're feeling completely starved, then by all means do the just in case. And like I said, half an avocado with a teaspoon of peanut butter. It could be 2 pieces of low sodium turkey with an apple and 10 almonds, things like that, small. All right. Other than that, I think I've covered everything that I need to cover. See you guys soon, and get ready, because on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, I expect everybody to do their grocery shopping and start meal prepping, so that Monday we start strong and we're all following perfect food intake and nutrition.